ability, you know? Just have to play it smart. If you know she's going to follow up with an up air, try to avoid it at all costs.
But we're going to have Hex versus Dath here, Robin versus Yoshi. Two of their, you know, these are very respected players of their characters for sure. And it's been a while since I've personally seen Hex play in tournament, so we're going to see how he's been holding up. I know he's been on a small hiatus, focusing on his rap career, but we're going to have, you know, a really good match here. Both players fighting out for neutral, kind of filling each other out with their projectiles to see what the other is going to do first.
I was actually playing with Hex last night, and he was telling me that he was having a sort of character crisis, not unsure whether Yoshi was really viable.
I think Yoshi's viable.
I think so too, but it's
okay, just because you need a secondary, I'm not saying Yoshi does, but just because you maining the secondary doesn't make your character not viable.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you.
I spoke with with Mudace. He tweeted to me the other day. He says, "What do you think about Peach's solo viability?" And I was like, "Well, how many bad matchups do you have?" And you know, he gave me like 6 to 7 matchups that were really hard. And I was like, you know what, you might need a secondary for that. But that doesn't make your character not viable. Still very worth maining your character as long as you just have a secondary to cover some bad matchups. But we're going to have a very solid first stock here. Only a 20-something% difference here at this point, 30-something% difference. But we're going to see a very good job from Dath walling Hex out. Hex is trying to get in with eggs, but doesn't seem to be too effective just yet.
Something that I saw from Dath that was really good was Hex, since you know how he loves to throw eggs to try to prevent Dath from, well, one, kind of make Dath play a little bit on tilt to force him to approach with the eggs. But as Hex was landing, Dath caught his landing with Thoron.
Yeah, it was really good landing catches by Dath on this one. But right now, again, the rage is the game, and we have about kill percent on both players here, so no one is safe at this point. Yeah, one more up air might do it, or even a jab up smash on Yoshi's part. And if Dath is able to get a grab, Dath can actually get a down throw up air, can get a random up smash, or Thoron at this point would also do it.
Not too sure what that Thoron was trying to cover. Maybe expecting Hex to land on the stage instead of the platform there.
Yeah, I think it was a hard read on a fastball, but Hex did not give it to him. It's a lot of damage. Egg lay is good for damage, and that's it. I hate when I see Yoshi players go for egg lay and go for reads out of egg lay for a kill instead of taking the damage they will get from them being stuck in the egg in the first place.
And respect it too, because once the character is out of oh wow, that fair, that nose extended big enough for Robin to make sure Robin is dead, back from the Shadow Realm.
We have 115 on the board right now on Hex's first stock here. We're going to see what kind of damage he can get on Dath before inevitably, most likely, losing this stock. There it is. So 10% lead.
I was going to ask there, since Yoshi's hitboxes tend to be pretty large than what it seems, what about Yoshi naring out of Robin's down throw?
It's not... The move's hitboxes don't matter as much as the frame data you have from being in hit stun to when the move will actually come out. So not to say, obviously, Yoshi's nair is very, very fast, but if your character is stuck in hit stun, it doesn't matter what moves you have. A combo is a combo, and you're going to take it.
There's that follow-up you were talking about. I think Hex normally does it after the percentage isn't that high, because I do know that egg lay, they stay in egg lay longer the higher percent they're at.
Now, I do like what I'm seeing a little bit here from Hex, where he's trying to put Dath on the ground in a certain spot with his egg and then follow up after the egg while Dath is still stuck in the field. But not working out at the moment, where Dath actually has a pretty sizable lead at this point. And a book in hand. No Thorons, as you see here. No more Thunders on deck, but he does have the book, throws it away.
That book has a lot of knockback and does 18%. It's kind of silly to try to get hit by that, at least.
Oh my gosh. Are we going to see another spike? Yep. We did see a spike, but not on the end I was expecting.
Not the spike you were thinking about there.
I've been hit by that, and every time I do, I just kind of shake my head. Because you have to be in the exact right spot for that up B to actually spike you and kill you. And most of the time, it's out of you being greedy. Because I don't feel like there are a lot of setups that Dath and Robin have to put you in the spot where you're going to get up B spiked, it's mostly out of you going for something that you shouldn't have gone for.
Yeah, and you know, like Yoshi's double jump has super armor, so normally that would just go through Yoshi. But unfortunately, not here for Hex. Game 2.
Run back.
Yeah, the run back on Smashville. Hex versus Dath.
Oh, the last match was actually on Town and City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't Town and City. I remember.
Yeah, no, you're right. The platform.
The backgrounds all look the same, so at this point,
we're just getting a little change of scenery here. This is in Neutralville.
yeah, we're getting a different town, a different city.
Can you go to visit your friend's town to steal their fruit?
I've never actually taken Animal Crossing too seriously.
Oh man.
Not gonna do it. 88% already on board for Hex.
That's what I meant. Right there what Hex did you see how he nared immediately out of down throw? Could it have been the percentages?
Percentage, timing on Dath's part, a lot of things came into play, but Hex will take the first stock very convincingly, with only 23% on the board at the moment.
Yoshi.
Now these eggs are going to be a lot more about zoning and less about getting in, where is really where they they strike. And again, Dath as well going to have to use his projectiles, his new skill to get in, which is not necessarily where Robin excels either.
Yeah, unfortunately here in this type of position for Dath is going to have to be forced to approach at this point because Hex has the lead, and Hex could stay camping with eggs all day.
Yeah, and if the time runs out, Hex does take the win. Approaching in this game in general is hard enough as it is. So we're going to see how much Hex can actually get out of this big of a lead, because a lead, as you're noticing between this game and the last game, makes a huge difference in how the neutral game is being played.
Hex almost at checkmate percent though.
And by that, that really just means that at any point, down throw will combo to up air, will be air dodgeable, but on reaction to the air dodge, Dath will be able to get another grab.
Wow, that
Gets
was
a beautiful
such a good
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. Wow. Catching him on the platform there, knowing that Hex was trying to play safe.
Yeah, that was an excellent Nosferatu. Really effective for catching people holding shield on platforms.
I love when players take advantage of the command grabs like that as like a platform type of pressure.
And then we saw Hex go for it as well, but failed to connect. 95% if Dath is able to secure this stock, it's not going to be that big of a lead anymore. And there no smash up there on that. He does have his 11 sword, I believe. I think he just chose to go for a weak up there instead. We are fishing for these 11 swords, trying to get any kind of kill before damage racks up too much.
I'm noticing that Hex really does like these platforms. Oh, he waited for the air dodge. Yeah. That was great wait.
That up air was not guaranteed. He recognized that and gave him the window he wanted to see, so he can see the up air and see the air dodge and get the up air he wanted.
Yeah, the best option there could have been to just jump away at that point.
But there's no way for Hex to know.
Of course.
Up air, or a straight up up air would have beaten the double jump option. I think Levin's sword is strong enough to knock Yoshi out of the double jump.
Even out of his super armor?
Yeah, no. Super armor can only take so much damage before it doesn't matter. And Levin sword, even in the air, is really strong. So I'm not sure, personally, if that Levin sword is strong enough to knock Yoshi out of the double jump and ignore the super armor. But it may have been the case, which is why you saw Hex air dodge. And we have a whole stock has gone by. 71% on Hex, 111 on Dath. We have an even game right now, folks. Either one can kill out of their setups.
Not a really, I was going to say, not a very good position for Hex to be in.
He was at 75.
Yeah, he was playing above Robin, though. Robin's up air is no joke.
75.
If I do recall, Robin's up air was buffed.
In the last patch?
No, not in the last patch.
Ever? Yes.
Yes.